So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to be disinfecting our lighting kit, specifically first as our sky panel, and this goes for all of our LED panels. So first off, get your rag and spray it down with vinyl oxide. Do not use the bleach solution here. Please don't use isopropyl alcohol on these because it will ruin the paint and it can take our barcodes off. First off, I'm going to show you just cleaning the cables, which is super simple. You don't have to get too nitty-gritty with it. Just make sure you're getting the ends. We don't use the bleach solution on the LED fixtures as it can damage the plastic casings. Again, just make sure you get all the little connectors. Alrighty, next will be our power supply, which will be the same thing. Make sure you don't spray it directly on it. Just have your wet rag, and then make sure you're getting the entire surface area. Make sure you're getting all the little high touch spots, all the handles, including the one that I'm holding on with. Make sure you get that. And the switches. It's super important that you don't spray directly on here because if you do, all the light engines behind here have a chance of being damaged. And if one of those gets damaged, this whole thing is kaput. So wet your rag and then just start going to town. Again, super simple. Just make sure you get all the exterior surface. And then on the back especially, because we have our knobs back here. Those are high touch spots. Get your yoke lockoffs. And then that's it. All this has been disinfected now. If you could please leave the case lid open because it'll actually give it time to actually disinfect properly and dry off so that you don't have a bunch of lights and cables in here that are moist. And while it's actually lifted up and drying, now would be a perfect time to actually do your handles on the case. Now we would recommend that if you have the time, please wipe down the entire case, but definitely get all of the handles because this is what everybody's going to be touching. Alrighty, and that's it. So now I'm going to be showing you how to be cleaning our light mats. It's very, very simple. Again, spray down a rag. Now, when it comes to the head itself, please, 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 you have to be extremely careful. Just glide the rag across the top because if you put any sort of pressure on, you're going to damage the LEDs inside. All right, and you don't want to do that, so please, please, please keep that in mind. All righty, and you flip it over, get the back. Again, get all the little connectors, and then same thing, go with all the little bits. It's just getting everything done. It's just get all the little tiny pieces, all the little nooks and crannies, the handles, all the buttons, anything that people might be touching. Again, with the cables, just make sure you get all the little connectors, all the little prongs. So if you want to clean the bags, please just use some of our vinyl oxide. Don't use the bleach for obvious reasons. And all you have to do, quick spray. That's it. You don't have to wipe it down. You can take your rag and you can give it a quick wipe down, but just spraying it is just as good. So now, please let this sit and dry because it is going to be a little bit wet. And while this is drying, all the pieces can dry as well, and then you can assemble it all together. And that's it. You're done. All right, so now I'm going to be showing you how to be cleaning our Titan tube kits. And just like everything else, grab your rag. Don't spray directly on the lights. Only use vinyl oxide on these, no bleach. Grab the tubes and top to bottom. And make sure you get all the little buttons because that's what you're going to be touching. All right, and I know that these guys have a lot of moving parts, which may seem like it's going to take forever to clean them, but honestly, it's going to take 2 seconds. Just make sure you wipe down the power supply here. So definitely everything you've used, please, please, please wipe that down for sure. Again, takes no time. All right, and when it comes to the case, super simple. Just make sure you get all the handles because this is what you're going to be touching. All the lock-offs. Now, when we rent these guys out, normally we send them out with our tablets. For these, please don't use anything but the isopropyl alcohol for these guys. That's very important. And that's it. Super simple. And if you require any vinyl oxide on your productions, or if you have any other questions or concerns, please, please feel free. We invite you to call us or email us, and we'll absolutely be willing to help you with anything.